guys, thanks so much for watching The Social Life, the place to be for entrepreneurs with a purpose. Today I just want to give you 3 quick tips on what you can do when you are 501c3 eligible, which means that you have already put in your 1023 and you've already filed and sent all of your information to the IRS and you're just waiting to hear back. Now, when I did this process, it took about 3 months for me to get the response back, maybe even 4. But it wasn't very long, but it seemed like forever, and it does seem like forever when you are trying to get out there and raise donations and create awareness, and you've been talking about it and you just want to get the ball rolling. So here are a couple things that you can do in the meantime. Now, if you have a fiscal sponsor or a fiscal agent, you'll want to just keep staying with that fiscal agent and keep receiving your funds the same way you have been. Until you receive your designation letter in the mail, and then you can switch over to accepting the funds on your own. But it is important to let your fiscal agent know that, hey, I have applied, and likely within the next 6 months or so, I should have a determination letter, and then talk about what you guys plan to do from there on out. So that's just for people with fiscal sponsorships. If you don't have a fiscal sponsor and you have applied for the 501c3 designation, you're waiting on that designation letter, some of the things that you'll want to do is post on your website that you have actually applied for the designation and that you should know in a few months, but at this time you are 501c3 eligible, and that you will send a written acknowledgement of that donation to the potential donor or sponsor. So that's number 2. Number 2 is send a written acknowledgement of the donation. When you receive donations in, send back a letter that says the name of your organization, on your letterhead, the name of your organization, that you guys are, that you have received this donation from the person that wrote you the check or gave you the donation, and acknowledge that how much they have actually donated and what date you received it on. So those are all 3 things that you'll need to have in that acknowledgement letter. You'll need to have the person's name, the date you received it, and the amount that you received from that donor. And then you'll need to have it somehow official with either in a letter format with your name and address, your business name and address. And then you need to have the actual letter portion, and then you sign it, basically saying like you as the founder did receive these funds. And that's a good way to let the sponsor and donor know that you have received the funds from them for your records and also for their records. So the last thing is you need to keep good record keeping. So if you haven't already started QuickBooks or some sort of Excel spreadsheet to keep track of these funds, that would be another option that you'll need to actually try and set up before you start accepting donations, just so that if your designation letter comes back and they say that it's retroactive to a certain date, you can always go back and send out your tax deduction letters to those people that fit within that date or donated to you within that retroactive date that the IRS says you are eligible for. So these are just a few quick tips on what you can do for that period of time that you're not actually a full 501c3, but you have already applied and you want to start accepting donations right away. So I hope that helped you guys, and I hope you get out there and unleash something amazing, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.